Hi, I'm Jason McAteer and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's daily news. I think it's Wednesday. It's the kind of that period after the bank holiday where you just lose a day, don't you? What we do know happened last night was internationals. So we're going to do an international roundup and we've got a little bit of transfer news and that's it. Not quite a bit of a slow news day today. So, first, most important, amazing news. Daniel Sturridge didn't get injured playing for England. Can we all have a big cheer, a big hallelujah, pray to whoever it is you want to pray to? He didn't get injured. So he started last night against Holland at Wembley and he played 57 minutes, which I actually think is decent man management. So let's throw a little bit of nice praise to Roy Hodgson there. He didn't leave him on the pitch for 90 minutes, which is what he's done to him in the past. And he had an all right game. He didn't play particularly well. He was involved in the goal. He dummied the ball, which went through to Lallana, and Lallana carried on with the move. But he was a bit anonymous. He pulled out to the left a few times. He's all right. He was a little bit like what he's looked like for us. But most importantly, he didn't get injured, which means he didn't get injured playing for England. That's amazing. It's one of the first times it's done it. Been about 5 or 6 times that he's gone out on international duty. And it was something we were all obviously feared ahead of the Spurs game, but most importantly ahead of the Borussia Dortmund game. Other players who played for England last night were James Milner, captained the side. I think it was the first time he's ever captained England. I know he definitely captained it last night. Played from the right-hand side of the midfield. Again, a bit anonymous, not particularly involved in the game. Lallana started again, which was a bit of a surprise considering everyone was predicting he was probably going to make about 10 or 11 changes. So it's looking like Lallana's actually becoming a key part of that England team. And I thought he played really, really well. He did the Lallana turn, which you can see him teaching Chris in one of our old videos. Did that in the box to lay it on and to play it into Rose, who set up Vardy's goal. And it was a really neat move. And he looked like what he does, intricate and neat and passing. Klein came on, so Klein started the game against Germany. He didn't. He came on, though, for Danny Rose, so he played left-back, which is something we've seen Klein doing recently when Flanagan's been in the side, so it shows his versatility, but much of a muchness for him. Germany played. So Germany, they beat Italy 4-1 at home. Emre Can came on for Thomas Müller in the second half. So it sounds like, I don't know for certain, but it sounds like he didn't play right back in that game. It sounds like if he's coming on for Müller, he would have played a more midfield position, which is what we want to see, and we want to see him getting more game time for one of the best teams in the world in his favoured position. But we're going to talk about them like they are Liverpool players, because why not be fantasists? Mario Götze was man of the match in that game. He scored the second goal. There's loads of vines of him doing loads of neat flicks and loads of neat tricks in that match. He looked brilliant. He looked back to the form of Mario Götze that moved from Dortmund to Bayern before his injury. Hopefully he is a Liverpool player and he will be able to be doing those skills for us next season. And also Jonas Hector. I hope his name is Jonas. I said that with such confidence then, but I've just realised it might not be. I've only got Hector written down here. I think it's Jonas. Left back was, again, scored the third goal from it seemed like a box-to-box midfield run from when I watched it on the clip I saw of the goal, but he's the left back for Germany, plays for left back all the time. He is heavily rumoured to be a Liverpool target. He's playing for Cologne at the moment, and they're not doing great. They're about 12th in the Bundesliga. He's someone I think that we could get, and if he's Germany's out-and-out first-choice left back, we should be moving for him. If he's someone Klopp wants, we should be moving for him. Sacco started for France against Russia and they won 4-2, which means they conceded 2 goals, and apparently he had a really, really good game but was at fault for one of their goals, which actually sounds like a lot like the Sacco of LFC, doesn't it? You know, you look at him in over 90 minutes, he's towering, he's imposing, he's winning everything, but he has a mistake in him. So he doesn't translate that to the national team, or he does translate that to the national team even. Skrtel basically did what he did against Southampton, as in he played crap and he brought down Shane Long for a penalty. So Slovenia drew 2-2 with the Republic of Ireland, and yeah, Skrtel gave a penalty away against Shane Long, which is just standard Skrtel, isn't it, at the moment? Joe Allen was named man of the match for Wales against Ukraine, even though they got beat 1-0. And apparently he's brought forward that really free passing and attacking Joe Allen, the more of a number 10 than a playing deeper midfielder to that position. And the Belgian trio of Simon Mignolet, Christian Benteke and Divock Origi were all unused subs for Belgium as they were beaten 2-1 by Portugal, which is probably because there was rumours that Origi, well, I know we know Origi got injured, a thigh injury, so he withdrew from the squad, or he stayed with the squad, but he couldn't play. And there was rumours that Benteke was injured as well, and obviously Simon Mignolet over Thibaut Courtois, never going to happen, is it? So that was the international roundup. Now, what it looks like, apart from the Divock Origi injury, which happened in the round of games beforehand, it doesn't look like anyone got injured, which is a massive bonus for us. And I'll say it again, Daniel Sturridge did not get injured playing for England, which is obviously always good cause for happiness in Liverpool fans' lives. A few transfer links. This morning, more players being linked away. Joe Allen, again, said he got a man of the match performance for Wales the other day. He is being linked with a move to Watford. It does not surprise me, if only because the amount of centre midfielders who are getting linked with us, which obviously Mario Götze can play that position. Joanna Chakaruma is sticking around, Dennis Prater is sticking around, Zielinski, he basically just said, come and buy me, I want to play for Jurgen Klopp the other day. So there's going to be a gap in that centre midfield position. The other one, though, is someone I'd never even entertained being sold this summer, but actually makes loads of sense based on the last few weeks. Jordan Ibe is also getting linked with Watford, which I don't think I'd want to see him go because he's a young player and he's obviously got talent, but he has not definitely replicated his form of when he came back from his loan last season into the first team at all this year, and he's not really featured under Jurgen Klopp, definitely most recently. I think the last time he started was away in the FA Cup replay against West Ham. He's had a couple of sub-appearances and he's not really impressed, and you've actually seen the likes of Shea Ojo impressed more than him in the few chances he's had recently. So could Jordan Ibe be going away? I think he's a loan. Send him out on the loan to Watford. But if that means we can get 5, what are you looking at for a Jordan Ibe? You're looking at 5 million. You're looking at potentially 10 million because of his age. And Klopp can spend that money. And he knows there's a guaranteed player out there who will improve the team. Let's just see. And I think that's what's going to echo the sentiments of a lot of us when we're looking at transfers. Is it's basically just let Klopp do what he wants. I haven't seen him in the market. Give him the tools, let him buy the players that he believes he wants, and let him ship out the players he doesn't think can fit into his system. So that's the news today. We have got the Comments XL show coming up on our Redmen TV channel, on our website, the subscriber exclusive channel. It is a bumper show where we basically look at everything that you've done on our social media platforms. So we have Facebook post, Face of the Day, Snap of the Day, Instagram of the Day. There's Ask Pajak, where you ask him anything you want. Last week he talked about beans on a fry-up. And we have got 2 big topics that we want you to talk to us about. So in this video and below, or across all other videos, comment. We'll find those comments and we'll put them through. So the topics are, 1, just how excited are you about the signing of Mario Götze? Like, has that got you energised? A World Cup winning goal scorer, scored in the final German international. He looks great. How excited are you? Tell us in the comments, and maybe you'll get featured in the show. And then the second one is, which, if any, of the LFC players should start for England in the Euros this summer? So, out of all our English players, who should actually be in that England starting lineup? And also, as a coder, do you care? Do you want them to go? Do you just want them to have the summer off? And also talk about there are other squad players who might be going to the Euros. Do you think they deserve to go? Or are you worried about them going and potentially having burnout? So that's it, okay? Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this a big thumbs up, please. And comment below, and we'll see you soon.
Find a way to fuck it up. Pochettino might not actually be as good as all that, but you know, absolutely.
You know exactly what Flav's been saying, and all credit to the manager on it. I think it's been brilliant. But for me, when they really turned it round was when they stopped playing Dele Alli next to Dyer, and when they moved him further up the pitch and they just started clicking in. And you've seen what a good player Dele Alli is when he's been moved further up the pitch. I don't know whether you'd agree with that or not. Like.
Yeah, you know, when that happened, when that change happened, I was worried because we were so strong. We hadn't conceded any goals. People found it very difficult to break us down. Dyer was doing an amazing